Alright guys, we're back with more Chained Echoes. Okay, so we're in this forest, we're doing some exploring here in the Fjord Woods. We ran into some dragons that almost killed me, but I did the smart thing and put up a shield, which saved my life, but yeah, we opted to run the fuck away like the big fat cowards that we are. And by we, I mean me, Jeremy, and Ascent. Oh, this looks like a boss area. If this was a Souls game, it would definitely be a boss room. I guess even a Zelda game. Jeremy says, I am quite cowardly. I like treasure. I like treasure. Miranda Belor. Okay, so she'll lose 3 TP, but she gains a lot, a bunch of other stats. Only downside is we're gonna lose 2 gemstones, so I'm going to wait to put that on her until after. Although the gemstones she's losing aren't super important, really. So there's that. No, this isn't a boss area. It's just a tree stump mage with a bunch of treasure chests. Which, honestly, I welcome it. I can't sneak in around there, so we do have to go around the other way. Ooh, red treasure chest. A metal jerkin, there we go. Jerkin is gherkin. That's a type of light armor, though. So who else can we give light armor to? You. That's just a straight up upgrade. The only downside is, I think his armor has something on it. No, his armor doesn't have anything in it. Okay. It's a straight up upgrade for him. There we go. We're jerking with metal now. Exactly. Okay, so the treasure chest and 50. This area is just chock full of treasure. I love it. Okay, so we can go over to that area, which we'll do in a moment. But before that, let's continue looking around. We're not going to go up there yet. I forget what that area is. Okay, so there's people there with umbrellas. We can warp here if we need to. Okay, it looks like there's another spot there. Oh, since we're over here, let's just go over here first. Okay, let's just not go over here first. See you later. Yeah, we can't sneak around him. The stars pretty much all dictate exact upgrades within the weapon or armor class. Yeah. I was looking at whether I had gems in my current item, not the stars itself, so. And that's something I do like about the game, because one thing about games that have upgrade systems is I unfortunately... No, fuck off. Okay, I guess we can't go that way. I can't, like, I never know if I should upgrade a weapon or not, because I like swapping out my weapons, but if the game has an upgrade system on weapons, sometimes it makes old weapons better than new weapons that you get, just marginally. And then you got to invest in the new weapon to upgrade it to... It's a lot of investment in, like, should I upgrade this now? Should I not? This one here is, go ahead and upgrade them, because the next level of tier weapon is going to be better anyway. We're in Tormund. So this is your hometown? This is your hometown, Tormund. Yes, the main capital town, where the rain never ends. Well, it actually ends sometimes, but the days are far and few between. The city's so gloomy. Makes me want to go to a bar and get a drink. Or have a hot bath. Ah, he wants to have a hot bath with Sienna. Hey, come with me, fast! Prince Frederick is about to give a speech in front of the palace. I bet it's about the rumors. A speech? Let us go there as well. We get a chance to explore the town? Nope. Do you think the rumors are true? Apparently, an airship returned from Farnsport with an injured general. I heard something about an assassination. Do you think Ascania planned to betray the treaty? We've been waiting for almost an hour now. Shouldn't we just head straight into the palace? Now that you've said that, here they come. Look at how many people came despite the weather. I can't wait to see their faces when they hear the terrible news. Maybe I should go down to get a better look. Keep your emotions at bay, Lady Lenne. Remember your position. Strict as always, my dear Gustav. The same goes for you. The people might get the wrong idea seeing you laughing in the face of such terrible news. Alright. General Killjoy. Besides, I think most of them have already heard the rumors. They truly spread fast. Have you finished your small talk? Oh, my prince! Then let me have a word now. Oh shit, he's got that. I recognize that. Citizens of Tormund, I come before you with important news. News that weighs heavily upon my heart. I ask you, for how many years have we watched our families and friends being murdered? For how many generations have our homeland been plundered and ravaged? While our enemies were being fed by foreigners, we had to endure hunger and suffering. We may share Valendis with Ascania and Gravos, but it is not the same blood that flows through our veins. A year ago, a tide turned. We conquered Wernshire, defeated Gravos. Because we all worked together. Because we did not give up. But Gravos, in its devious ways, did not endure this and not only killed hundreds of Terran soldiers in the explosion, but also sacrificed its own people. Is this what passes as honor in Valendis? Ascania's ideas of ethics and morals is no less devious, which is why the decision to sign a peace treaty 1 year ago was difficult for me. But I did not want any more of our soldiers to die. I did not want our citizens to starve any longer. To this day, I am firmly convinced that it was the right decision. But today, word from Farnsport has reached us. Our Chancellor and soldiers have been murdered! During the peace ceremony, troops from Ascania executed Chancellor Etgar and some of our brave soldiers. Only General Mathai could escape and bring us the word. So the rumors are true after all. Can we accept this? No. I have no choice but to take up arms again. The war that I wanted to avoid at all costs will continue. For this, I need your support, people of Terran. I can promise you one thing, though. You will not experience famine or misery anymore, because this war will be ended quickly. With the annexation of Wernshire, we acquired the weapon that devastated the area a year ago. You hear correctly. The most powerful weapon in the world is now in our possession. Behold, the Grand Grimoire! I guess that's gonna get Glenn and Killian some answers. This is the weapon that can destroy an entire city? Terrifying, but it looks so harmless. It belongs to us, then nobody will mess with us anymore. There it is, Killian, that's the same stone. Yes, this is the Grand Grimoire that destroyed Windshire. Contrary to the prince's words, it was not used by Gravos back then. It had always been in Terran's possession. What? How did you know that? Why didn't you tell me that you knew about the stone? I know about it, but I don't have any more information than you do. Sorry, Glenn. I mean, it sounds like you just had more information than they did. With this weapon, we can destroy the entire armada with one blow and bring this war to an early end. Rest assured, people of Terran, this war will end soon and we will be the victors. Why does the prince show the grimoire in public? Making the people feel assured, and the rumors will probably intimidate the enemies. Let's hurry to the palace. I must speak with him. Mathai is a miserable liar. Sir Victor, about the grimoire. Sorry I didn't mention it earlier. The Grand Grimoire is one of the reasons I'm in Valendas. I'll make it up to you, but there's something I would like to, there's someone I would like you to meet. But first, let us escort the princess safely to the palace. Let's see. You think it takes away from the... You like when weapons have some kind of side grading, but like FF13 style system, when you pick one and stick to it, you think it takes away from the feeling of getting an upgrade? This game upgrades feel very satisfying. Like I said, the only issue is having to unsock it and resock it. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Alina looks like the kind of person to hire a hitman to have you killed. They've just watched the murders happen. They did nothing to stop it. Dear sister! Thanks be to fate you are well. Words can't describe how relieved I am. Why are we sitting in Noctis's fucking throne room, by the way? At last, all those sleepless nights are over. Please tell me, where have you been? I am sorry, Frederick. It was not my intention to cause you grief. I should be angry, but now that you're back with me, I just can't. Your companions have my deepest gratitude. If it were any other day, I would have arranged a big banquet for your return, but with the war ahead, we must set an example to the citizens. Do not worry, I've had enough of banquets anyway. Frederick, I have an important matter to discuss with you. I was present at the banquet in Farnsport and saw what happened there. It was not the soldiers from Ascania who attacked our men. It was a wild demon. You're not telling us anything new. What do you mean? Sir Mathai told us about it. His report of the eating was very detailed. General Mathai, why don't you tell it yourself? I hope we get to beat the shit out of this dude. Mathai! Very well. As the princess explained, there was an attack on the banquet by a demon, but even the strongest beast had no chance in the presence of the best knights of the Valendas. The monster was quickly put down, but the real monster appeared only afterwards, as Scandia showed its true colors. Chancellor Sigurd and our men, and Chancellor Etgar assassinated in the chaos of the attack. Our men were killed by the swords of Ascania. I am sure they would have blamed the demon, but I was able to escape to carry the truth to you, my prince. This is a lie! How can you be sure that I'm lying with all the confusion that was going on there? Hold your tongue, wretched traitor. Do not trust him. I saw you with my own eyes. You gave the robbers the order to kill Lady Parnella, and that is not the end of it, Lord Brother. After the banquet, I hurried home through Cortara. Do you know who stood in my way? This man, who even tried to kill me. With all due respect, that is not true. Why do you say that? First you claim that I'm lying about the banquet, and now you're trying to slander me? Prince, please do not listen to her. She seems confused. You have been away for a long time, Celestia. Let us talk later. It's best if you go to your room now and freshen up. For your companions, I will provide the best rooms in town and will reward them generously tomorrow. Frederick, this is not the right time for you to take care of my well-being. This war is based on a lie. I see your point, and I promise you we'll talk about it tonight. But now, please, get some rest. It's weird that he's just like, hey, go get some rest. Please do not ask me to do this again, Prince. It breaks my heart to lie to the princess. And it would break hers if she knew that her brother is very well aware that Sir Mathai took care of the Chancellor. Your truth is more useful to us than my sister's. You performed your role surprisingly well, General Mathai. Thank you, my prince. Wow, what a backhanded compliment. One could think my sister is the real liar. If not for the fact that she is the most honest person in Valendas. I agree, Mathai. Step forward. Prince, remove your armor. My armor? Are my words unclear? Strip for me. Now dance! I don't understand. As you said, my sister is the most honest person in Valendas. When my sister claims that a demon invaded the banquet, it is exactly what happened, right? Yes, as we already know. If my sister tells a group of dwarves that are singing an ode to the moon on the top of this tower, then there's a group of dwarves standing on the top of this very tower and are giving away the most beautiful ode to the moon. Prince, and when my sister claims that you tried to kill her, you actually did try. Wait, please! She just said that to discredit my statements! So my sister is a liar after all? No, I mean, in this case... Prince! Luck seems to be on your side today, General. Normally, I'd have them slit your throat. But since your statement is the foundation for this war, our people would be skeptical if I had to explain that you were executed after your return. I'm sorry. Please, I meant no harm to Terran. But the people will certainly not be skeptical when I tell them that General Mathai came back from this bloody banquet with only one arm and one eye. No! Alright, you know what? Cool. Fuck you, Mathai. That's what you get. I still hope we get to kick the shit out of him. But, you know, he deserves that. Sir Victor said he will bring someone who can tell me more about the Grimoire, but it's been an hour already. Sienna and Killian went into the city. Rob and Len stayed at the castle. I'm too nervous to wait here. Maybe I should take a look around the city as well. At least that didn't cost him an arm and a leg. No, just an arm and an eye. Why does this music sound like the fucking Esper theme? Mixed with something from FF7. There's nothing better than sitting here reading a book and drinking a cup of hot tea while the rain falls against the window. Honestly, I would love a place like Terran where it rains. I need to move to Forks, Washington, so I can revel in the joy of oh good, more sacred water. Excellent. So I can revel in the joy of Twilight and also the fact that it rains there all the time. And he hates when you pet the cats and dogs. They say the Ascanians like to party, but when it comes to drinking, nobody can beat us. Pickled onions with lots of sugar. The onion liquor is the hit in Terran. Another shot of onion liquor. Jeremy, do you want to try onion liquor? It's the rainfall and the dark atmosphere. Take its toll on our spirits. We in Tormund are considered to be particularly melancholic. She's woken up to the deep sleep, from a deep sleep to the meow and barked like crazy. Onion liquor sounds awful. Have you tried mushroom beer yet? Or mushroom liquor? Whatever the hell it was that you pointed out to the Discord at one point. Mushroom beer? Not yet. How excited are you to try mushroom beer? The stream of water in Tormund is unremitting. You could use the energy to run the engines. Believe it or not, I've already applied for a patent, but thanks to the constant war, I haven't been able to get started with the production yet. They say that the rain is the tears of the god who pity us. Well, she'll pity the fact that you just lost your $77 that you had saved. Why'd they build a city on top of this lake with stone slabs? Like who started this city? If FF14 taught me anything, it was the Asians. Oh, lol, cat. Well, the cats here love being pet. My son wants to study, but the taxes are too high. We can't possibly save enough money. If only the war would end. I like to break something to you, lady. You can study without going to school. You won't like get a degree or anything for that in that way, but you can still study. So you know you can still make your son do work. Cheshire Cat. It was Diz. He thought the lake was ginger ale. I don't know why he would build something upon it. He'd just drink it all. Jeremy, you could find a lake of ginger ale, and Diz would message you 2 days later and tell you that he needed you to buy him ginger ale because he was all out. That's some exploring. That's some good exploring done. No, the ginger ale is literally ginger ale. That's the best part. You are not a member of this guild, so leave me alone. Oh, okay. A letter from the Adventurers Guild in Farnsport? Let me see. Ah, wonderful! You are our newest recruits. Congratulations! It must have been difficult to pass Katara in these dire times. Don't worry, you can count on us from here on. We offer you plenty of services. First, you can use our shop. It has some unique items that you can find plenty of materials to upgrade your equipment. Second, you can get useful hints on how to find certain unique monsters. Third, we will pay you for how many different unique monsters you have defeated. Just speak to me to get your rewards. Happy adventuring! Hello there! You defeated Cacti Yak? Nice job! Got 5 snacks. Keep up the good work. Hello there. So leaping is leaping no more, eh? Look at all these overdrives we got. Keep up the good work. Okay. Anything? Alright, let's see. What do we got? Oh, you can buy meals now. These heal a high amount of HP. Heck yeah. I'm not going to buy any of those, though, because those seem expensive. Well, these will be good then. We can buy a bunch of ores and that to upgrade ourselves. Holy shit, we can get a lot of good stuff here. Hey, we're kidding. Alright, good to know. New deals. Alright, we can get gauntlets. Accessories that raise your attack. Alright. Bangle. Accessory that raises your defense. Alright. Heavenly Ring. Accessory that lowers your TP cost. Oh, I guess I know what I'm giving that to. Super Rare Material Pack. Alright, so we still need to find these. For this we still need to find another fucking small coin, or ancient coin, small bat, and 2 turtle-shaped potatoes. I need to find 5 perpetual lemons and 4 ancient coins. We need to find 4 old nipples. Great. The stuff that you need, you forgot the guild star? I have 2 turtle-shaped potatoes. I'm looking to sell the set. You need some hints on how to find new unique monsters? Since you're a member of the guild, you will find and help adventurers on your travels who will share their info with you. That's what you guys were supposed to do. The Adventurers Guild is run mostly by Polko, Lisbon, and Hioms. Okay. I'm not sure you've noticed, but there are invisible bridges in Katara. You can find one in the central area and another one in the forest to the southeast. I wonder who built them. You want to check them out? Oh, there's nothing to find there. I already checked. Unique monsters have special conditions that make them appear. If they still don't appear, make sure to leave and enter the area again. Have you heard of the Tome of Fiends? You can get them through deals. With their knowledge, you might be able to get new loot from Sky Armor enemies, such as Skill Ram. So, you are now part of the guild. Welcome. If you have any questions, just ask around here. Okay. Fucking useless. Well, that worked out. Alright, so this looks like dead end. Right. 25 SP for that. Step into Tormund. That puts us up to 35. So we need 5 more and we'll get a Grimoire Shard. The math objective looks like boobs. Maybe a little. How does that make you feel, though? War is always the top priority everywhere in the world. I mean, which invention do you think first found its way to Tormund? The common umbrella or sky armor? Shockingly, the sky armor...
fuck Magni.
Shockingly, the sky armor came before the umbrella. Hard to believe, isn't it? Yeah, that is actually a little hard to believe, considering. Due to the heavy rain, the people of Tormund decided to build an entire city underground. The Lenne is well known for its ores. You only get the hardest and shiniest ones here. Oh, we can actually buy some ore.
Oh no, my balloon!
How do you feel about your balloon? Upgrade that. Oh, how long do you get? Let's upgrade the beaded there. Take a moment here. Upgrade our crystals. Metal jerkin. Boom. Metal jerkin. Alright, we're gonna upgrade this. Kinda want to give her the attack up one now. That takes 1, but it's not light armor. Aquatic killer. Specialist. Hitting an elemental weakness. She doesn't have elemental weakness stuff, so put this on there. You did make an AI video of Windtree going around and letting little kids' balloons go and then popping some of them. That's unfortunate. With all this rain, you need some clothes to keep you dry. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is just another place to buy materials, okay. Those greedy traders, now that we're at war again, they immediately raise the cost of food. Oh man! Oh man! That's topical. I'm selling random stuff. Maybe there's something for you here. Look at you. You seem to need some upgrades for your equipment. Check out my leather wares. Yeah. Best weapons in Valendis. Okay, well. So far, I've actually got all of these from other sources, so good on me, I guess. Nothing better than sturdy tar radiant armor. Metal jacket. Okay. We have all of these as well. Wait, no, there is something here. I don't own these. Immunity against blind. That's not bad. Speaking of, what are you wearing? Gives me ability in wind defense, but I kind of want to give you the gauntlet. We'll get even with Piscania. We've had enough of this everlasting war. The Grand Grimoire will crush them all. That's concerning. By the way, this is just fucking Robin Astor. Why are so many people standing here? They're outraged by food costs. War has been declared that they are already charging triple the price. Once the king tried to ban alcohol during wartime, we were supposed to concentrate more on killing than drinking. And it worked, except for the fact that people were killing themselves instead of the enemy. Man, I sure could go for a burger. Oh, me too, Dario. Me too. There's a dog over there. It says I can talk to it, but I can't get over there. This is weird. People are complaining that we raised prices after the war was announced. Not us who makes the prices, it's the demand. Okay, but like there's shops that fucking raise the price even when there is no demand. Like, let's say somebody sells something that's not super in demand, right? Like, like video games, right? They're not massively in demand during wartime because, you know, war. But yeah, obviously people want them because, you know, when you're not at a fighting, you need to wind down. But the price of video games goes up because, fuck you, that's why. Oh, this dog's pissed about it. It seems like the cats in this area love being pet, but the dogs fucking hate it. Dogs of Tormund hate attention. Can I help you? Would you like some tea? Or maybe some coffee? Perhaps you would like to use use the toilet? Or maybe you want to sleep in my bed? Huh? No? Then why did you barge into my house uninvited, huh? Get lost, you impudent vermin. Alright, there's actually something kind of hilarious about that. Get lost, you impudent vermin. I have a better question, lady. Why is your house the exit to everybody else's house? Yeah, how do we get over to that dog? Well, you know what? I have an idea. Maybe. Like, it seems like there's a path there. But, like, the doorways are all blocked. Super weird. Alright, we got more of the city to explore, but we'll do that shortly, guys. We're gonna take a quick break here, and then go on to play some more Chained Echoes here in just a moment. We'll get back to the middle of town here first. Alright, before we do that... Oh shit, okay. Never mind. I didn't think there'd be a cutscene. What's Killian doing there? Oh, it's you, Glenn. Did Sir Victor return? Not yet. What are you doing there? Taking in the scenery while the rain has stopped? I still can't believe it. The Grand Grimoire is right under our noses. And? What do you mean, and? That's the reason we're here. We wanted to know more about it, and who had placed it in Warnshire back then, and above all, why? What then? I'm sorry, what do you mean? What do you plan to do with this knowledge? What's this about? You don't know, do you? I know what you want. You want the stone for yourself. I want to change this world. Having such a weapon would be helpful. Even though you know what it's capable of? You find it despicable? The grimoire kills people. This sword here does the same, and yet we wield it every day for a cause. You can wield a sword and choose your targets. The grimoire obliterates everything. Don't get me wrong, every human life is precious to me. But just look back. We are walking on a mountain built of corpses. The blood of many is on our hands. The blood of people who were ready to die for their cause. We do not kill the innocent. If possible, I would not want to use the grimoire. It is much more useful as a scare tactic than a weapon anyway. Enemies will throw their weapons at the mere sound of the name. Remember how our enemies feared the Band of the Iron Bull? Do you know the reason why I want to change this world? No. I came from a merchant family. We were quite wealthy, but since dealing with money is frowned upon where I came from, we were not very influential. We had a big house, servants, always clean clothes, and enough food. But all this did not protect us from the world outside. My younger sister went out riding one day and the horse went wild. It raced through half the city until it finally stumbled in the harbor district, fell to the ground and broke its leg. My sister sought help in an area that even in broad daylight was visited only by scoundrels. Weak and completely on her own, she could not defend herself when they came for her. Dozens of men threw themselves on her, one after the other. Killian. Our butler found her in a gutter hours later. She had fallen into a coma. I was so angry I rode into the harbor that same evening to look for the culprits. But who was I supposed to find? Half the neighborhood had taken advantage of her. I'm sorry to hear that. I haven't seen her for years, but from letters my parents sent me, I know she's still sleeping. Glenn, I was a very liberal person whose greatest role model was Alfred of the Band of the White Dragon. A man who achieved fame with his mercenaries and at one point was as powerful as the armies of the greatest kingdoms. Since he came from common folks, he tried to abolish the royal houses and establish democracy. I wanted to be like him, and after the incident with my sister, even more so. I could have felt anger for the common rabble, but I did not. I did not want to fight the lower class, but rather the causes that made them this way. I set myself the goal that if my sister ever woke up from her coma, she would look into a new world. A better world that I created with my own hands, and for that, I must make use of different means. Like the Grand Grimoire? Like the Grand Grimoire. The first thing your sister will see when she wakes up is not the beautiful world you had created, but the monster her brother has become. Don't worry. We will never get to that stone anyway. These are just empty words, Glenn. Okay. Alright. 113 points. I can almost learn Human Killer. We could just get attack up. Okay. We're gonna take a break here, guys. We'll be back with more Chain Deckles in just a moment.